presents 6 months scorecard. Governor Moeno directs Council Chairman as House of Assembly Committee commences oversight functions. Data management, national identity occupier front burner at National Population Commission retreats in Rio. Fresh worries for Emefiele as EFCC raises new charges on illegal withdrawal. Niger State lawmakers' marriage sponsorship may be court matter. Details just a moment. A very good morning to you and welcome to Akbc 45 News at 7. I am Ufot Udoka. Sincere apologies for bringing you the news behind time. Now the news in detail. In his determination to ensure accountability and service delivery to the state governor, Pastor Moeno has directed Transition Committee chairman of the 31 local government areas councils in the state to submit their achievements in the last 6 months in office. The governor's directive is contained in a release signed by the Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Kereteodo, and made available to our newsroom. The release indicates that verifiable achievements recorded by the local government enhancement will enable effective and more robust planning for the next phase of governance. Their scorecard, the release notes, should be channeled through the Office of the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Frank Achibo, and must reach the governor on or before May 20. Meanwhile, the House of Assembly Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs has announced its commencement of oversight functions across the 31 local government councils of the state today, May 15, 2025. A release signed by the clerk of the committee, Edidong Idong, on behalf of the chairman of the committee, Mr. Mfonidong, advised Transition Committee chairman to make available 18 copies of documents listing projects executed, value of the project, and level of implementation or completion, as well as other related reports. Transition Committee members, as well as staff of councils, are expected to be on their duty post. A National Population Commission retreat ends at the prestigious Hotel and Golf Resort, Wangeba, Akwa Ibom State. The event, hosted by the Federal Commissioner representing Akwa Ibom State in the Commission, Chief Benedict Uko, as participants from the echelons of the Commission, including its Executive Chairman, Nasid Issa Kwara, and a representative from the Senate Committee on National Population Identity to deliberate on issues on population data management and national identity. Our reporter Miriam Epoto has the details.
Chief Benedict Okpong, in his welcome speech, said the retreat dwells on strategies to enhance the accuracy and reliability of population data, as well as the utilization of innovative technologies for data collection and management. He explained that the retreat provides a crucial platform for stakeholders to exchange ideas and best practices in the field of population and data management. He said the ongoing retreat is expected to yield valuable insights and recommendations that will further strengthen the Commission's mandate of providing reliable population data for national development. While thanking the State Governor, Pastor Moeno, for his interest and support to the Commission, he appealed for more support from the government and all stakeholders to enable the Commission to succeed.
The retreat is unique and timely. I am optimistic that it will contribute to the efficient management of men and resources in the Commission. Also, it is my earnest prayer that this retreat will take an in-depth review of our long journey towards a smooth and successful conduct of the first ever digital and green population analysis in Nigeria.
In his keynote address, the Executive Chairman, National Population Commission, Nasiri Isakwara, emphasized the importance of ensuring the integrity of population data for informed decision-making and effective governance. Honorable Isakwara also highlighted the Commission's commitment to leveraging modern tools and methodologies to improve data collection processes and solicited for cooperation of all during the field exercise. He thanked the President, Bola Tinubu, for his interest in population matters and the support given the Commission so far.
A program of action for the new strategic direction for the Commission in order to achieve its vision and mission.
The Senate Committee Chairman on Population and National Identity, Senator Mustafa Musa, who was represented by Senator Dickett, expressed his support for the Commission's efforts and underscored the significance of accurate population data in shaping national policies and programs.
Our president today embarked on the vital mission to not only deepen our understanding of the national population conditions of persons, but also to significantly enhance our collective community.
Miriam Ekbutu, Akbc News.
The Commissioner for Trade and Investment, Dr. John Etam, has re-emphasized government's willingness to partner investors from within and to diversify the state's internally generated revenue. He stated this when members of the National Palm Produce Association of Nigeria, led by its president, Mr. Alpha Fusian, paid him a courtesy call in his office. Messi Kare tells us more.
Noting that crude oil is no longer the mainstay of Nigeria's economy, the Commissioner said there is need for diversification of the state's internally generated revenue, as agriculture has potentials to boost the economy. He said he is happy to meet key players in the palm produce sector, noting that the meeting will foster collaborations, address challenges, explore avenues for enhancing productivity and market access within the sector, as well as strengthen the value chains.
Palm oil, palm kernel, all of those items are blood gold. In time past, a lot of people made a lot of money from palm kernel. There were merchants from different parts of the state. It's not the easiest way to make money, but surely you can make so much money from palm produce. You can help the government, you can get young people to work, and you can put food on many tables by getting involved in agriculture and especially palm produce.
The meeting focused on strategies to revitalize the palm produce industry, address existing challenges, and unlock opportunities for sustainable growth. Representatives of all associations under the auspices of the National Palm Produce Association of Nigeria, including Akwa Ibom Integrated Palm Kernel Dealers and Akwa Ibom State Palm Oil Millers Association, all spoke on the potentials of the palm produce and their readiness to support the state government boost the sector.
We are here for effective partnership and to make sure that we join His Excellency Person Omono to develop the state in the oil palm sector.
I'm very angry so if you can feel me, you can make this a quite a mistake. It will not go from. Somebody in the wood of film. Is a Pocket is you. In Cambato,
arguable asset. That was the reason why our forefathers, they say, why did you call you? If we have to leverage, here no Iban, the man I you the man, I kill you. It was great.
Mercy Kere, AKBC News.
We'll take a break here, and when we return, Niger State Speaker in wedding sponsorship saga for 100 girls. And former Central Bank printed Naira illegally, EFCC says. This and more after the break. Stay with us. Watching AKBC 405 News at 7. The investigative hearing of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Committee on Industry, Commerce and Tourism received a report that the state government had in 2008 revoked the certificate of occupancy and cancelled its contract with Akbc Enterprises in the defunct River Hotel. The new information was part of accounts of the transaction presented by the Managing Director of Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation, Pastor Imogasi Jacob, who, when he appeared before the committee, Legislative Affairs reporter Uyokoswa tells us more.
Monday's hearing was the third investigative sitting of the committee. The first accounts at the sitting were those of the Managing Director of the Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation, AKICOP, Pastor Imogasi Jacob. Pastor Jacob explained that contrary to insinuations that the hotel was outrightly sold out, there were conditions for the sale, which Akbc, the co-investor, later defaulted on. He said on government's discovery that its idea for privatizing Kwa River Hotel, like several other businesses, had failed, it decided to revoke the agreement and certificate of occupancy of the investor, which the investor acknowledged and pleaded for leniency in a later raid at the meeting.
This letter was dated 27 June 2008, addressed to the governor. And the first paragraph, quote, "With humility and heavy heart, I appeal to you, my governor, and father of all people of Akwa Ibom State, to reconsider your recent action to cancel my ownership of the e-resort property that I bought from the state government a few years ago." End of quote.
The representative of the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism was not allowed to speak, as the committee insisted the commissioner must appear in person.
The hotel and tourism is under him. Anytime we invite him to come, he will not. Please, you don't speak today. Let the commissioner will invite you properly. You will appear in the floor of the house.
The committee also reacted to a lawsuit of an interlocutory injunction in a state high court on the property by reading from the Legislative Houses, Powers and Privileges Act 2018 of the National Assembly. The act grants national and state houses of assembly immunity from litigation for actions taken in plenary or committee proceedings of the House to strengthen the power of the legislators to carry out their legislative functions. The Act also empowers the legislators to summon any person to appear before them to give evidence. Chairman of the committee and Chief Whip of the House, Chief Effiong Johnson, said with all the information at its disposal and others to be submitted at a later date, the committee is better positioned to take an informed decision which will guide the executive on its next course of action on the hotel.
We will do what we need to do. So I made recommendations to the government of the league. These are oversight functions that we are doing. We will recommend what we need to. If you have any problem, we'll come to you and we will need to find out anything we come out of it. So we can put that in place.
Uyoko Uswa, AKBC News.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has issued fresh charges against the former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, over an allegation that he illegally printed naira notes while he held sway at the Akbc Bank. The EFCC, in a 4-count charge entered before the High Court Abuja, also accused the former CBN governor of unlawfully approving the withdrawal of about 124.8 billion naira from the Consolidated Revenue Fund. According to the EFCC, the defendants violated the law with the intent to cause injury to the public by issuing directive that new naira notes be printed without the approval of both the former President Muhammadu Buhari and the board of the CBN. Emefiele, who is already facing multiple charges both in Abuja and Lagos, is expected to take his plea before his trial justice, Mariam Anini. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohanenya, has approached the court to stop the Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly, Abdul Malik Sarikin Daji, from marrying off 100 girls in his hometown. The minister, who made this known while speaking with newsmen in Abuja, said she has also petitioned the Inspector General of Police over the Niger State lawmakers' plans, adding that investigations have been launched into the circumstances surrounding the issue. Last week, the Niger State lawmaker had disclosed that he will sponsor the wedding of 100 girls, some of whom are orphaned by insurgency, as part of his Maringa constituency project. He said he had acquired materials for the event, which was scheduled for May 24, while promising to pay dowries for the bridegrooms. Following criticisms against the speaker, he clarified that he was only funding the wedding and not forcing the girls into marriage. However, the Minister for Women Affairs said the plan is unacceptable and that the future of the girls should be priority. She said the ministry will take responsibility for the girls' education and vocational training. And on that note, we'll end the news this morning, but just before we go, a quick look at the recap. Governor Moino has directed council chairmen to present their 6-month scorecard before May 20. Already, the House Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs says it starts oversight functions today and advised chairmen to present 18 copies of their reports. Ways of managing data and national identity challenges are issues dominating discussions at the retreat by top officials of the National Population Commission, put in place by the Federal Commissioner. Has also in attendance representatives of the Senate and the Commission's executive chairman. For declaring to sponsor the marriage of 100 girls as part of his constituency project, the Niger State Speaker is in trouble with the Ministry of Women Affairs, as its minister has approached the court to stop the constituency project. We also brought you a report that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has brought forward a fresh charge against embattled former governor of the CBN. The new charge is that he illegally printed naira notes without approval from former president or the CBN board. That was the size of our package this morning. Remember to watch us live on Facebook, Akbc Radio and TV. My name is Ofot. Thanks for staying with us. Good morning.